Hi everyone, Adriana Jimenez with Fino Boxing here with world-renowned trainer Joel Diaz. Joel, we're just a couple days away now for the fight, Lucas Matthysse against Teram. As we finished the press conference and now all we have to wait for is the weigh-in, the hardest part. What many fighters tell me, that's the hardest part, weighing in. Take me to, hour by hour. Well, not exactly. You don't have to tell me what you do every hour by hour, but what is it like for the team right now to just wait for that weigh-in?
We're excited. Is most of everything is we're excited. It's not like there's times in which you come to a fight, you're ready for the event, and you're worrying about something, and that's due to the fact that you leave things behind or things didn't go well with something. There's always little factors that happen through camp. With us, thank God everything went well. Lucas Matthysse had a great camp. Thank God there was no injuries, no setbacks. Before he left Argentina, he had a flu. So when he got here, the first week he was just, recovering from his flu, and that's it. That was his first week. But after that, everything was going great. He would come to the gym. He was always happy, And this is his second camp with me. The first camp, it was more about breaking the ice, getting to know each other well, and he knew what I would bring for him in a fight against Emmanuel Taylor. So after that, he was so happy to the point where he wanted to come. He wanted to come to California, and with plenty of time ahead. And after that, it was a coincidence that he decided to come at this time, which is high season for us in town. Everything's expensive. They couldn't find a place. So I didn't have anybody in camp. I own a house that I have just for my fighters. So I rented him the house. And then sooner or later, one fighter came in and another one. And that's it. So he took over the camp house with a couple of fighters, in which he started socializing with everybody around. I would go to the house. We will make barbecue. They call it asado, over there they make barbecue and stuff. So then he started feeling more like in a comfort zone, like a family. Right. He started feeling like, oh, I'm at home. Yeah. Friends would come, and he would invite some of the people that he was meeting. I would come to the house, and that made a big difference. The fact that he was happy, and we put in the work, and then right there in the same complex, there's the gym where he would do his conditioning and his physical in the morning, and then we would go to the gym. But other than that, Lucas Matthysse is a great fighter. He's strong. He's a great athlete. All he needed was just the psychological part, just mentally prepare, mentally let him know that he is a great fighter and that he has all the tools to be a world champion, and that's what we're here for.
He does have all the tools. He has all that natural power, too, that we can't deny that. Now coming in, Teram, he mentioned at the press conference just a few moments ago, they said that they're not, they don't feel like they're the underdog, that they said they have the height advantage, the reach advantage, the age advantage, and all that. So how much of a risk does Teram pose for Lucas Matthysse?
It's a big risk. And that's the reason why we took that in consideration. We know, me as a fighter, the reason why I know that I bring a lot to the table for Lucas is because I was a fighter myself. And due to similarities, it gives me more knowledge to bring to the camp. For example, Teram never fought away. He's always fought. He never fought in another country. Given that opportunity to fight in the United States away from home for the first time and for a world title, I've had that. I had that when I was a fighter myself. I had to travel to Africa, and I trained myself 100%, made sure that that was the opportunity of a lifetime. So I know Teram did the same thing, and he's ranked #1. He's undefeated, and he has power because he has 28 knockouts out of 38. So with that being said, I know that he's 100% ready, and he doesn't consider himself an underdog. He considers himself the champion. Lucas has losses, in his record. So he feels like, I'm the undefeated, I'm taller, but height doesn't mean anything. We prepare ourselves for everything. We have taller fighters in the camp that help Lucas Matthysse prepare for his fight. So to us, it's a big fight, it's a big threat, and it's a big challenge. But that's what we have to prepare for it. And most of all, as long as Lucas is okay, physically, mentally, we'll be good.
What does this fight, like, how important is it for Matthysse's career? If he wins, it opens up many doors. If he loses, what does that say about him?
Well, I can tell you this, and like I told him, if he wins, he opens a big old door for big fights, big money, even a pay-per-view fight, because he is pay-per-view material. But if he loses, he has no more business in boxing. Just like that. Me as a trainer, the knowledge that I got, this is the way it goes. This is his third opportunity for a title. So if he loses this fight, promoters will look and say, how long will it take again to bring Lucas Matthysse to another world title? Another year, 2 years? Lucas is at the point of his career, due to his age, that he's not going to be in boxing that long. So what happens? Then if he wants to keep fighting, then he'll be opponents, a stepping stone for up-and-coming fighters. So it's either he wants to come back again. Let's say worst-case scenario, he loses his fight. And if he wants to keep coming back, all he's going to do is just fight for minimum pays and be a stepping stone for young up-and-coming fighters, or just call it quits forever. But if he wins, he's in for big fights, big names, big money, even pay-per-views.
If he wins in a dramatic way with the knockout.
Exactly. Every win is determined by the outcome. You know, if he wins by a knockout in the early rounds, in the mid rounds, or if he wins by a decision, the decision means a lot. The outcome of the fight is where you're categorized, and that's the way I see it. He needs to show that he can beat a Teram in a good fashion.